Something that has always astounded me about the world that we live in is the drastic diversity around every corner. Something as simple and small as snowflakes falling outside can be an unpleasant weather pattern to some, but to others it is a gift from Mother Nature which cannot be replaced by anything else. Picture in your head for a moment a tiny snowflake under a magnifying glass. It is a simple water molecule that is met with the right freezing temperature, but it turns into an incredibly complex individual geometric wonder. To those who truly crave the snowflakes falling from the sky, the thought of their presence disappearing is a scary and hard to imagine one. The drastic changes taking place in the snow sports and winter tourism industries around the world is clear-cut evidence that our climate is changing, negatively impacting the future of those industries. If you live in a state that has any form of winter tourism at all, then you should be concerned that things are changing. Whether you participate in the sport or not, the impact that winter tourism has on local and the non-local economies is so vital for the continued success of the businesses and the economy as a whole. For example, our beautiful state of Colorado has always been known for its prestigious mountains and the activities that people can perform on them. Imagine if the state of Colorado lost the revenue they receive from winter tourism and their ski areas, not to mention the draw for tourists to come and visit, feeding money into every aspect of the local economy. The threat of losing winters has become so prevalent and important that an entire organization was developed purely to educate the public of the problem and to help stop it. This organization is called Protect Our Winters, and their exact mission is to engage and mobilize the winter sports community to lead and fight against climate change. The sad truth is that the effects of climate change on our winters are already clear for the eye to see. Ski area operating seasons are growing shorter and shorter. Changes in the snowpack due to changing storm patterns are noticeable for someone like me, who is not a scientist, to witness. Examining this past winter alone, the season of 2014 into 2015, there were 4 ski areas in California, 2 in Oregon, 2 near Vancouver, Canada, and 1 near Juneau, Alaska, which all had to shut their doors and end their operating seasons early due to the lack of a sufficient snowpack. The drought in California and along the west coast is the worst the region has seen in 1,200 years. 2 of the ski areas in California, which had to close their doors early, are small family-owned areas. They are not the corporate multi-billion-dollar areas which can afford losses which occur after shutting their doors halfway through their operating season. A loss like that is detrimental to their business and a threat to the skiing and snowboarding resorts which are located around the same elevation, receiving the same amounts of snow. It seems location is starting to play a more vital role than ever for the fate of our snow sports within our changing world. The areas that have a higher elevation, like a large amount of the areas in Colorado, are still receiving natural snowfall and cold enough temperatures to maintain a snowpack, whereas the areas located at lower elevations are struggling to obtain natural snowfall or a reliable snowpack. There was recently a newspaper article out of Summit County, Colorado, which showcases that areas located at high elevations are still maintaining a profitable season, but they are also noticing drastic changes in economic patterns. In the Rocky Mountains, they experienced early season snow in the 2014-15 ski season, which sparked a slight increase from the previous season in sales. Then, during the middle of the winter, in January, February, and March, the Rockies experienced warmer than average temperatures, which caused sales to decline from previous years. On the West Coast, they experienced an unusual and brutal drought, causing some areas to shorten their operating seasons and some who could not open altogether. The drought caused an extreme decline in the sales of winter gear and equipment, and a trend of consumers spending their money elsewhere. On the complete opposite side of the country, the Northeast experienced an abnormally high amount of snowfall that caused the sales for winter equipment to increase. Coming back home to Colorado, where I have lived my entire life, the ski areas here are something the state has gained fame from for decades. Ever since Howelson Hill Ski Area opened in Steamboat Springs, Colorado in 1915, or Arapahoe Basin Resort opening in 1946, skiing and snow sports have been a rich part of Colorado's short 139-year life. The report, Climate Impacts on the Winter Tourism Industry, An Economy in the United States, published by Protect Our Winters and the Natural Resources Defense Council, stated the importance of the industry best. Colorado supports the largest ski industry in the United States, accounting for 20% of the total skier visits in the country. In 2010, there were nearly 12 million skier visits and more than 300,000 snowmobile days. More than 37,000 employees earned $1.2 billion in wages through direct, indirect, and induced economic activity, contributing $2.2 billion in value added to the Colorado economy. The true impact of those numbers can be seen when comparing high to low snowfall years. During low snowfall seasons like the 2003 to 2004 winter, the skiers in Colorado noticed a difference in skier attendance numbers of 1.86 million. That much of a reduction in tourism visits decreased Colorado's estimated resort revenue by $154 million and 1,800 jobs compared to seasons that experienced high amounts of snowfall. If the predictions about temperatures rising due to climate change come true, warmer average temperatures will cause these same areas to experience a shift from snow to rain. If these shifts in weather patterns occur, Colorado's economy will experience a decrease in anywhere up to $2.2 billion, which could drastically harm the state's economy. Witnessing ski areas in California and along the West Coast close right when the season is supposed to be getting good opens my eyes to my own backyard and the changes taking place. The contributions made to the economy by the snow sports and winter tourism industries are too valuable to leave up to chance. To the majority of the world, the monetary value of the snow sports industry may be the most important aspect and the only reason it is worth saving. However, the monetary value of the industry is just the tip on the iceberg. Anyone who has ever been passionate about an incredible day of exercise on their skis or snowboards, cross-country skis, or a snowmobile in a blissfully natural winter wonderland knows the value of snow exceeds any monetary price you could ever hope to put on it.